Dump it.
No, you're gone.
All right.
Dang.
Hi, everybody. How's the food? Excellent. Has everyone eaten? Everyone has had food who wants food. Okay.
Nobody has food.
Good? All right. Welcome again. I would like to thank the Hoffmans for allowing us to use this beautiful backyard, and to all of the parents who have been involved in planning this event so that you would be happy and have fun, and most of all, be very, very safe. So thank you to all of the people who helped put this together. I also want to extend that and express some gratitude for all of the parents over the past several years with whom I've worked, who have spent time and energy and talent and heart and sometimes a little frustration and sometimes exhaustion to contribute to this program and help you receive the best experience that you have been able to receive over the last couple of years. I have thoroughly enjoyed getting to know all of you, working with your parents, working with the adults who work so hard in this program, your directors, the creative team. And I just wanted to say thank you to you for letting me have a small part in the last few years of this wonderful experience that you've all had. It's been a thrill for me, so thank you very, very much. Most of all, I do want to point out all the hard work that the adults, the parents who've been on the board over the last few years have provided. Most of them are, again, at work with the food, with all of the other parts to this event. How about you all say thank you to them?
Thank you!
Terrific. Thank you very, very much. And under the theme of expressing gratitude, we have some gifts for some of the people who provide you with this great show choir, chamber choir, AVM vocal music experience. And I know that each and every one of you is very, very fortunate to have these adults who work with you, who support you, who provide you with an extremely meaningful musical experience all the time. So I'm going to invite a few students up here to present some gifts, some expressions of gratitude from all of us to the grown-ups who run this program for you. I'd like to begin by asking Chloe Hanrahan and Trent DeBonis to come up. We are going to present something special to Mr. Ed Perez and Miss Steph Nepper. Although they're not here, we'd like them to know how much we appreciate them.
Hi, everybody. So we wanted to present this award to Ms. Nepper and Mr. Perez, or Eddie as we call him behind Mr. D's back. We wanted to give them an award because they do so much for our program. So Trent's going to talk about Ms. Nepper and I'm going to talk about Eddie. So Mr. Perez has been with us for a while, and he was also a student here, and he has given so much to this program. I'll always remember at our last comp at CTC this year, he really helped me through a hard moment that I had, and I know that he's done that for so many other people in the program. So we just want to say thank you to Ed, and we miss you, and we hope you're staying safe.
Hi guys. So I'm going to talk for a quick second about Steffi, or Miss Nepper. Sorry, Mr. D. So I have gotten the great privilege of knowing and working with Steffi for just a little bit longer than everyone else, because she and I did the Voices of Hope gala together back in October. And when I found out that she would be joining the Andover Vocal Music creative team not too long after that, I was thrilled, because she is definitely one of the funniest people that I know. If you haven't talked to her, you should, because she is really funny. She is a great dancer. She has helped all three groups I know grow immensely, both as performers and specifically as dancers, through her leadership, and she's also always there for all of us if we have any problems. I know that she, like Eddie did for Chloe, helped me through a problem at one of the competitions this year, and she's just wonderful. I cannot sing her praises enough, so could we get a big round of applause for Ed Perez and Steffi Nepper? These are their awards.
What's inside?
Just their names.
Yeah! Yeah. Cards. Oh, I can't believe I want names. Just their name, that's it.
Yes, it is. Thank you for that.
Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Moving along, I'd like to ask Ms. Solace Lockhart and Alexa Franey, please, to come say some words about Mrs. Bickford.
Hi, so I just wanted to say that we've had a privilege of working with Miss Bickford for the past 3 years, and we want to give her a huge thank you for everything that she has done for this program, for both of us, and for the rest of the team. We have had such a great time learning from her and from getting knowledge from her, and we think she's going to do so well in her future, and we want to thank her so much for everything that she's done.
This is like directed at Miss Bickford, so I'm just gonna picture her over there. That'll work. As someone who is rarely excited to go to school, I was always excited to go to rehearsal. You created a space where instead of competing with each other, we supported each other and encouraged each other. A space where there was never a shortage of understanding and support. You encouraged us to use our voices both in singing and in speaking out and being heard. You encouraged us to be confident and have confidence in others. Whether we got a gold or a bronze medal, you taught us that what was important was that we've grown and improved and created a performance we could be proud of. And it worked. I've never been in an environment with more support and understanding than NBT. I've seen firsthand the hard work of the last rehearsal before a competition, the nonstop positivity of being backstage and trying to get the Lizzo mantra to as many people as humanly possible before performing. The support of getting off stage and immediately hyping everyone up on how well they did. You inspired us to be kinder, work harder, and do our best. And of course, without Miss Bickford, we wouldn't have Sasha as our unofficial NBT mascot, and that is very important. You made us a group we could be proud of, and we are so, so thankful for that. Miss Bickford, we love you, you're amazing, and you can do anything, and thank you for teaching us.
Sorry, Saul. And now could I please invite Ethan Gassé and Molly Graw, who have something special to present to Mr. H.
So I had the privilege last year of presenting this award to Mr. H, or this thank you, I guess. And I just kind of freestyled it, and you know what? For it to come from the heart, you always gotta freestyle things. Mr. H, when you met me, I was a boy. And from the bottom of my heart, I can sincerely say, you're shaking your head already. I can sincerely say from the bottom of my heart that as a young man, there's not many figures in your life that can teach you how to grow up and mature as well as you did. And it was a privilege to know you. And I'm sorry these things go from very silly to very sappy very quickly with me, but thank you for everything that you've done for all the young men and all the young women in this group, and for the countless other lives that you're going to touch in the future.
Mr. H, even though you pick out some of the best show choir costumes in New England, you're all special to us in so many ways. Besides all the laughs that we share during rehearsal, you always give such great pep talks in the warm-up room and in rehearsal. You always have a way to make us come together as a team, believe in the lyrics, get the judges in the palm of our hand, own our show, but most importantly, you get each of us to believe in ourselves. Thank you for making us the performers and the people that we are today who can nail a good hair flip. Love ya, mean it.
Come and get it. Air hugs.
Oh, sure. No, absolutely. I'm gonna try not to cry.
Okay, do it. Go for it. Just say it's sweat. You're glistening.
Just need a moment. Okay. Got it together. While this isn't the way we wanted to end this year, right? I feel like these type of situations are almost a blessing and a curse, right? Where we kind of have to, we hone in on now being more of, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. This is much better. Is my hair okay? All right. So anyway, I think that the current situation is both a blessing and a curse. I think that we've had to kind of really regroup and appreciate a lot of things that we took for granted, including show choir and performing. Moving forward, I know that all of you are going to be able to really strive and roll with the punches, because we've got a lot ahead of us, but I know that each and every one of you are going to be just fine, especially you seniors, all right? With that said, love you, mean it.
Next, could I please invite Katie Benjamin, Lauren Cole, and Addie Baldwin with some special thoughts about our own Miss Kennedy.
Hello, so we would like to recognize Miss Kennedy today for her outstanding efforts. As we all know, Miss Kennedy is widely involved in the Andover community. With her involvement at South, the local school plays, and VOH, she still manages to bring her A game to show choir. Her ability to excel in her busy day-to-day life is unmatched. Even with a busy schedule, she can do it all. Miss K, you truly are Superwoman.
She is such an inspiration. She knows nothing but commitment and passion to this craft that we call show choir and everything beyond. She brings out her same strength that she has in her students at every single level. Andover is blessed to have someone so strongly involved in so many aspects of theater and education, not only in our town, but beyond. Specifically with us, Miss Kennedy puts countless hours into this program, and we try our best to make us look good, but she does it absolutely so well. We would collapse without her. Miss Kennedy is absolutely a blessing, and we thank you.
Miss K is also the most caring person I have ever met. Ever since I first had her as a director in 3rd grade, she's always been the first person that everyone goes to when they can't find something or when something goes wrong during performance day. You all know what I'm talking about because you've definitely done it. I have never seen her meet an issue that she can't solve, and she always responds in a prepared and organized fashion. She is who I have aspired to be every day for the last 10 years. Ms. K, thank you for always caring about your students, from when they're in kindergarten attempting to use computers for the first time, to after graduation when they're leaving the nest and figuring out how the world works. And thank you for an amazing last 4 years in this program. We love you.
A beautiful package with real gifts, Miss Kennedy. And last, but certainly not least, could I please ask Joe Forg and Bridget Daggett to come and present our final gift.
So we'd like to say a few words about Mr. D. So throughout our 4 years in show choir, Mr. D has always been that teacher and director we have always known to have our backs. Through every conflict at high school, whether it be in our own chorus room, our community, or our school, he has never shied away from expressing his constant support for us. With every incident at school, or even with what is going on in the world, Mr. D would sit down with us to talk about what was happening, and just allow us to express how this was affecting us. He has always been open to talk about more serious topics that he can tell are impacting us, and wants to show that he will constantly support us. Now, in one of my classes this past year, I read a book about tribes. It was defined as a community that has each other's backs no matter what, and treats each other with respect, and is the family that will always be there for one another no matter what. And that is what Mr. D has continuously fought for, to not only make show choir a family, but to make it a tribe.
I know this isn't the ending we seniors wanted, but I know that I'm speaking for everyone when I say I'm grateful to have such an amazing support system throughout my 4 years in show choir. Thank you, Miss City, for everything you've done for us. We love you. Also, I'd like to add, please put on a mask if you're not eating food.
That's on period.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you all very much.
I would now like to call up Mr. Napoli.
Thank you. I have the pleasure of presenting our scholarship winners, and I know it's not suspenseful this time because you do all already know, but I did want to take just a minute to thank the committee, Donna Coppola, Denise Engelhardt, Jen Hoffman, Carrie Morrison, and Leanne Ryan, because we had a really difficult job. We got some very heartfelt responses to our survey, or to our essay prompt. And I don't know about everyone else on the committee, but I shed a lot of tears as I read them. So I'd like to invite Trent DeBonis and Chloe Hanrahan to come up. And I just want to read a couple of the words that they said. So Trent has said to us, he wanted to show our program and the community that AVM is family. Families stick together, even in the face of difficulties and hardship or global pandemics. And I think that we all can agree that Trent really put actions behind those words. One of the lines in his essay really stuck out to us. He was talking about perhaps a misguided perception about the Spirit team. And he said, that didn't sit well with me, and I decided to change it. I think we can all agree this is not the first or the last time we will hear Trent say those words and put his action behind it. So thank you, Trent. Congratulations. And Chloe. I think we all also saw Chloe put action behind her words this spring when she saw the need for everyone in the group to get that gold medal. And gold medals she made. But one of the things that really stuck out to us out of Chloe's essay was her talk about what she did this year and her plans for the future. Chloe said, as a teacher, I want to create a classroom that feels like the choir room. A place for goofballs to laugh, a place for introverts to make close friends, a place for the talkative girl to listen, a place where you can be yourself, but you're also challenged. So Chloe, we do hope you create that classroom, and I know that you will. Congratulations. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Miss Natalie. I'm now going to call up Trent and the Spirit team for. Okay. Come on down.
Trent, you want to
Yes, actually, we just do the freshman. Oh, God. Yeah.
Hi guys. So I'm going to keep this little introduction really short because we have a lot to get through in a short amount of time. But I just wanted to thank everybody in the program real quick for an awesome year of Spirit. I am so proud of everything that we did, from the group t-shirts to the virtual cabarets to everything that we did to make everyone feel at home here in AVM, particularly during the pandemic. So we wanted to do one last thing to send off this year's program. And so a couple weeks ago, me and my Spirit team and next year's Spirit team all got together and made some Spirit awards for every single person in the program. So at this time, I would like to bring Amy Kane up here. She's going to read off the freshman awards for the freshmen who are here today, and Aparna is going to hand them out to all of you.
Okay, hi. So I think we're just doing this, no, we're not doing it alphabetically, okay. So first we have Lauren Demain, and she gets the Ball of Energy Award for bringing major sass on stage this year and killing it in every performance. Next is Kaylee with the Happy Go Lucky Award for always making rehearsals brighter with her positivity that lights up the room. We have Georgia with the Cosplay Rainbow Award for opening up so much this year and becoming a cosplay TikTok star. We have Max Hoffman, the Rap Attack Award for blowing us all away with his performance of ADHD at the virtual cabaret. We have Filippo with the Sweetest Pie Award for bringing super positive energy to AVM and cheering everyone on. Colleen Suryaga, the Firecracker Award for making the audience explode with applause for your outstanding solo. Anthony Morgante, the Sing It Loud Award for having the belt range of a literal tenor one god. We have Leah with the Step Up and Stand Out Award for her incredible flexibility as a swing this year. Jackie DeBonis, the Secret Ingredient Award for her bomb spirit, whether it be an outfit or an amazing AVM cake. Sadie Rooney, the Fiercest Freshman Award for her unwavering confidence, facials, and stage presence, all in her first year. And lastly, Jack Smith, the Mr. Commitment Award for his full commitment to AVM, from rehearsals to competitions to virtual ska.
And now I would like to ask Sophia Yunalfo to come up to present to the sophomores.
Okay, okay, this is a little tall. Okay, so for the sophomores, we're gonna start off with Anthony Miranda.
Sorry.
Aparna.
Aparna, we weren't done with you.
Come back, please. So starting off with Anthony Miranda, the Got Your Back Award for always being a friendly face who is ready to support everyone in this program. Juliana Kaufman for the Cute as a Button Award for being
the Cute as a Button Award for being respectful to everyone and your amazing attitude in rehearsals.
Karina Abraham, the Smooth Like Honey Award for being smooth like honey while singing. Brady Lilly gets the Turn It Up Award for finding his voice this year and absolutely slaying his turn up solo. For Catherine Stack, we have the Speed Racer Award for helping so many people this year with quick costume changes. Next up is Julia Benjamin for the Out of This World Artist for having a crazy cool creativity inside and outside of the course room. Next up is Lucas Kaufman, the Bucas Bass Award for being the best bass. Next up is Audrey Hetherington Young, the Piano Prodigy Award for working incredibly hard on the soprano 2 part this year and plucking out notes whenever someone needed it. Juliet Sellers gets the Best Facials Award for always serving some serious face and constantly bringing so much fun into rehearsals. Next up, we have Jack Moore. There are no words. You received the There Are No Words Award because there are truly no words that do this boy justice, and because he did not sing this year. And last but not least, we have Tessa Barcelo, the Songwriting Sensation Award, for her incredible original songs and bringing the same creativity and talent to show choir.
All right, and now could Alex Hazelwood please come up to announce for the juniors? And Olivia Edelman could come up to deliver the awards. Is she here?
Yeah!
All right, I'll hand out the awards then.
Okay, hi. So we have Jasmine Stevens with the Take It to the Runway Award for always having stunning outfits at school, rehearsals, and comps. Okay, then we have Gio Coppola, the Light It Up Award for making the stage shine with your talents both musically and in tech. We have Jackie Hemmen, the Pinkies Out Award for her elegance while on stage and performing with a broken pinky. Seth Marciano, the Roland Troller Award for gliding down the Collins Center halls in his Heelys and being the biggest meme lord we know. Carolyn Parker, the Red Carpet Award for owning the stage this year and Miss Ream's classroom floor last year. TBT. Ryan DiNapoli, the Picture Perfect Award for his incredible facials on the stage and his photography skills off the stage. Shayla Masney, the Makeup Master Award for bringing her impressive glamorous skill set to help our program. Jake Costello, the Triple Threat Singing, Dancing, and Gaming Award for being a god of a gamer with some serious pipes. Emma McDuffie, the Just Do It Award for always staying on task, being a great helper, and continuing the spirit hype for next year. Daniel Damore, the A++ Award for having an A++ solo and being an A++ person all around. Olivia Wazak, the Heavenly Harmonies Award for working super hard throughout the year to make sure her trio solo sounded as beautiful as it did. Connor Murray, the Star on the Rise Award for his impressive professional acting experience that he brings to show choir. Ashley DeMaine, the Pokemon Go You Award for putting all of your effort into NBT even on days that you are in between practices. Ryan Gassé, the Extreme Award for inspiring the program with his extreme persona and dedication. Jack Moocher, the All Eyes on You Award for being the person that all of us watch when we learn new choreo. Nabil Lokandwala, the Future President Award for always stepping into your leadership positions with poise and dedication. And Zephyr Flanagan, the Track Star Award for her bomb practice tracks and for following in Mr. D's footsteps.
And now Chloe Hanrahan will come up and present for the seniors.
All right, so for Chloe Colby, the Queen C Award for being a true queen at everything she does. All right, Danya Srikanth, the Make It Happen Award for taking 5 APs and still managing to slay the show choir game. Louisa Malger, the Awesome Aesthetic Award for always being someone you can vibe with. So these two awards go together, so hold your applause until I get through both of them. For Alexa Freni, the Elsa Award for always being able to let it go and for being a Disney-loving queen. And for Solace Lockhart, the Anna Award for always fostering a welcoming, open-door environment and letting your true queenness show. For Katie Benjamin, the Approachable Icon Award for always being someone you can talk to. For Han Dong, the Strike a Pose Award for her model status Instagram posts from competitions. For Job Forg, the famous by accident award for being a nationally acclaimed show choir icon and being loved by all that meet him. For Lauren Cole, the 4-Year Force Award for 4 years of unmatched dedication, talent, and enthusiasm poured into our program. For Bridget Daggett, the Crossover Queen Award for unwavering commitment to both show choir and drama guild, even in comp and fest season. For Kat Chi, the Mr. D Prodigy Award for wait, listen, it's funnier if you listen. For having the sass capacity to take on the big man himself. For Ethan Gasset, the Satisfactory Student Award for being a leader we can all look up to and learn something from. For Margaret Gould. Really?
The helicopter award. Yeah.
For Margaret Gould, the Should Be Show Choir Award for being so talented that she can't not be in show choir. Oh, wait. For Addison Baldwin, the Dance Mom Award for her incredible dance ability and leadership as dance vice president. And finally, for Molly Graw, the Dancing Queen Award. Need we say more? Everything about her just screams queen.
How are we doing for time, parents?
All right, so because of that, I think we are going to have to skip over the people that aren't here. But I do have the last of the awards for the creative team and all of the spirit leaders. So first, I have another twin award. I would like to present them to Eddie Perez and Steffi Nepper, Mr. and Mrs. AVM, even though they're not here, for having so much commitment to AVM since coming back as interns to help make the program run strong. The next one is for Miss Katie Bickford, the Du Bois Award, for always being real with your students in AVM and creating a supportive sisterhood within NBT. For Mr. Darvin Hernandez, we have the classic Best Hair Award for your amazing hair flips and skills at styling your hair for competitions. For Miss Beth Kennedy, the TikTok Around the Clock Award for always working even at 1 a.m. to make this program successful. And for Mr. Chris Desjardins, the Sassy Girl Swag Award. For being able to sass your students always, even over Google Meet. And for our spirit leaders, first up we have Demaya Silva, the Triple F Award, Fierce, Fab, and Friendly, for growing so much this year, showing off your killer performing skills, and being a great addition to the spirit team. She is not here, but next up is Lucy Ellerath, the H Block Dedication Award, for your marvelous attendance at all of Mr. D's H Blocks. This next one is also not here, but Larissa Cardine wins the You Gotta Be Larissa Award for always being herself and being so involved with the program, even from afar. Next up, we have Amy Kane. She is also receiving the Heavenly Harmonies Award for working super hard throughout the year to make your trio solo sound as beautiful as it did. It takes a team. Julia Cole wins the Solo Spotlight Award for making her own mark on the program and growing so much as a performer and leader this year. Aparna Shanmugam wins the Bomb.com Award for just being the bomb diggity everywhere, from our spirit meetings to our regular rehearsals. Next, we have Olivia Edelman, the Carpool Queen, for always offering a helping hand and a car seat. Tabitha Mina wins the Social Butterfly Award for making friends in literally every show choir group and always willing to be a friend in ours. Alex Hazelwood wins the Sassy Spirit Award for her wonderful contributions to the spirit team, including her sass and laughs at our meetings. Charles Hoffman wins the Shout Out Simp Award for his unwavering positivity and support of our students, specifically in his Facebook posts. Sophia Yanalfo wins the Greatest of All Time Award, or the GOAT Award, for her unmatched commitment to everything in show choir, whether it's in spirit, vocals, or dance. She truly does it all. And finally, last but not least, Chloe Hanrahan wins the Mama Bird Award for always being supportive and loving every day. Mom vibes forever. Thank you, everyone.
Now we're going to invite the presidents from Chamber, Back to Basics, Nothing But Trouble, and From Start to Finish to say a few words. A few words. Make it quick. Margaret, you want to come first? Hi.
Yes, Margaret!
Okay, so I'm just gonna cut a little bit out because I know we're running out of time. Underclassmen, you guys are awesome, and I know we don't know what the future looks like, but I know it's gonna sound really good because you guys are so freaking talented. Like, oh, it's amazing. Okay, seniors, this is our last year together, and well, was our last year together, but I'm just really, really happy that we got to spend it singing. And wait, I lost my place. Okay. Whether you were here since freshman year or joined the next year like me, I think it's safe to say that chamber choir has been full of so many memories, both good, amazing, and some a little wacky, but those build character, so it's okay. I'm really, really happy that we get to spend. I already said that. Okay, I'm never going to forget the performances that we've done together, or at the competition all the way back in Nashville. And when you really think about it, we did accomplish a lot, except for Shenandoah. But in all honesty, I'm really gonna miss chamber, and I'm gonna miss you guys. So as you go on to the next chapter, keep music in your life, right? Your talent is immeasurable, your ability to learn and grow is valuable, and your friendship has been life-changing. And Mr. D, hi Mr. D. Okay, thank you for being the best teach and dictator that you could be. And thank you for putting up with the talking, the joking, the passes to calf, Han, and anything else, and anything else that we threw at you, because you've taught me a lot about singing, but you've also taught me a lot about the importance of music, to spread a message, to spread emotion, and to be passionate. And I know that I speak for the group when I say that we're so grateful that you brought music into our school day. Not only that, you brought laughter and a supportive environment. Stir Fry would be so proud. So to finish off, thank you Mr. D and Chamber Choir. President Marge signing off.
BTB.
Make funny joke. No. Please. All right. Please.
Hi. Hi. All right. Hello, everyone. It's great to see you all again after so long. Shout out to the banquet committee for all their hard work in making this happen.
As BTB's presidents, we're used to hard work. Even though we have less time than other groups, we can always go into rehearsal ready to give it our all, and of course, joke off, goof off, and have fun. So to call back an anecdote from this year, I remember Mr. H teaching us the dance break to our closer, like Legends Rise, and like all of us just completely lost, and then us managing to pull it together just in time for Lowell. And shout out to all the members of BTB for really putting in their all and bringing together our set.
Hey, quiet down, no, I'm not done yet. BTB has just come off of one of its most consistent years yet, and it all stemmed from our hard work. It wasn't really about our placements or medals though. What made this year great was our brotherhood, and I'm not just saying that because my brother's in the group.
I'm so glad I've gotten to know each and every one of you better this year. BTB isn't a show choir, it's a family, and I'm so proud of everything we've accomplished.
Within the group, some legends were told, some turned to dust or to gold. See the pun? Yeah, I just did that. Thank you. I'm very proud of each and every BTB member for stepping up and showing how determined they were to get that gold, even if we didn't achieve it.
It's about the work we put in and the friendships we built along the way. Now that it's the end of the year, it's time to announce the Daddy of the Year.
Now, for all the parents that may be thinking, why did my child join a cult? I couldn't answer you. For anyone who doesn't know, the boys were given daddy points throughout the year for helping someone learn a part of the dance they might have not known, or for helping someone know, like a note they're struggling to find.
I also awarded bonus points for people that came prepared to rehearsal, and I hope that our presidents next year continue that.
Okay, so 1 second. Before we announce the winners, we want to announce the second and first runners-up.
Our second place runner is, drumroll please, JJ Smith. Our third runner-up is, drumroll again, Nabil Shafiq Lokandwala.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after almost a year of waiting, your daddy of the year is, drumroll please, Jaden Show. And he won this free autograph shirt that says, Daddy of the Year. And on the back it says, I'm the best daddy, and I heart daddies. He's not here though, so I guess I'll wear it.
He won this with a whopping 67 points. Thank you for letting us be your presidents. There's no better job in the world. To our seniors, or 3 seniors, you will be missed. Thank you so much for the hard work you've put in.
Yeah, and to everyone, see you next year, boys. All right, good luck, have fun, stay safe.
Now I'd like to call up the NBT president.
Me and Ryan spit a lot into that mic, just so you know.
What is a paragon? This is the first question that NBT was asked this year, and I only wish there was a picture of our faces when we were asked to respond. The answer that we were all given by the artistic team that day is what we heard the announcer say before we performed. Since it's been a while, let me remind you. Paragon is defined as someone who is viewed as a model of excellence, an ideal. Someone who lives to help others, but in a way that shows people how to help themselves. When the people need a hero, they can be the heroes themselves. I did not have my own answer to this question that first day of camp week when it was introduced, but finally I think I might have an idea. NBT had a wonderful year starting all the way back to camp week last August where we all gathered for the first time as a team. We spent hours each day that week jumping right into learning vocals and choreography, many of us being brand new to this world that we call show choir. We dressed up for Twin Day with our NBT sisters, although these outfits were no match to our Spirit Day with blankets, pillows, and slippers at CTC. Even at the end of camp week, we were already a family. NBT's set would not have been complete this year without our costume, our lawn gold skirts with which we got to dance. It took lots of hard work, but it was definitely worth it, and it may or may not have felt like we were on Dancing with the Stars. Our first rehearsal with our skirts was one of the most exciting days of the year. It was clear that we were a family when Miss Kennedy abruptly stopped the music and informed us that we all made the exact same mistake at the exact same time. During the first verse, we all decided not to grab our brand new skirt, but instead we each pretended to grab our fake imaginary skirt that we've been rehearsing with for the past month. Auditions in NBT were always special. There was always a line of hugs for each person auditioning started by members of the group, and this became a tradition. I've never been more impressed by the talent and by the grace of each of you than I was during these rehearsals. It was these moments that made this year special. Much like auditioning in NBT, the group energy backstage is unmatched to anything else. Anyone who was able to catch a glimpse of us waiting to come back on stage after our costume change or running our 4th song in rehearsal probably saw a lot of team members waving their arms back and forth like this, giving energetic thumbs up, creating our own dance moves to the music, and cheering on teammates who were on stage. To sum it up, we acted like we were in a crowd at a concert, sharing this experience together. Along with moments of support that came with each rehearsal, an NBT rehearsal would not be complete without lots of laughs. The funny moments made all our hard work fun and enjoyable. Each of us has these moments that were special, maybe some only to us, tucked away to take with us for years to come. It may be our brilliant rendition of Take Me Home Country Roads that we belted with Brooke and Chance, or one member's special Screamo version audition for Let 'Em Say. It could be from the winter party where we played a really competitive saran wrap game, followed by some karaoke using water bottle microphones with proper mic technique, of course, and an awesome sing-along version of Teen Beach Movie. Maybe it's that the blinds in the choir room had to be shut more than once because we were interested by either the rain, the squirrels, or teachers walking by outside. Perhaps it was hearing about an email sent by an NBT member to the owner of Amazon complaining about our gold scrunchies being back-ordered, but also inviting him to watch our performance at a competition that Saturday. He didn't show up. I know that my memory is when we were practicing the lifts and our fun end pose for the closer. Sophia and I were in front of the risers and having one of those days where it was particularly hard to keep it together, and we somehow both ended up on the ground laughing hysterically. Everyone around us looked concerned, except for Miss Kennedy. Knowing us all like she does, she informed the rest of the group that if you want to look at people who know what they're doing, don't look at us. NBT 2020 is not defined by the things we lost, but by all the memories that we have. Looking back on the wonderful year, I want each of you to remember a few things. First, remember that, like Mrs. Bickford said, we all have 24 hours in a day. This includes Broadway stars and Beyonce. Mrs. Bickford, we're all going to miss you next year. Thank you for making NBT the family that it is, and we wish you the best of luck. Next, to tell yourself, just like we did the way before the curtain opened, that you love yourself, you are beautiful, and you can do anything. After you tell this to yourself, tell it to someone else. Third, keep doing what Chance told us. Be Beyonce, always. It stayed up on our whiteboard for a reason. After that, look back at the papers that we all taped to the back of our shirt that day of rehearsal and read the messages your teammates wrote to you over and over. This is the wonderful person that the world sees every day. Most important of all, remember the first time we truly believed the words in our ballad, the rehearsal before Tantasqua. We spend so much time trying to get the notes right. I know probably more in this song than any other, but singing the correct notes doesn't make the music real. Belief in the lyrics does. We never felt more connected and more like a family than in that moment, and we heard the belief in our collective group voice. Despite any circumstances, music is always there for us, and use your beautiful gifts to share it with others. NBT had a year that was full of hard work, lots of laughs, learning about each of ourselves, growth, but most of all, NBT had a year that was full of providing support to each other. This group would not be complete without each one of you. Anywhere I looked in the room, there was someone who was more than willing to listen, understand, give advice, help, or simply put a smile on my face. Going back to my earlier point about the definition of a paragon. Paragon is defined as someone who is viewed as a model of excellence, an ideal, someone who lives to help others, but in a way that shows people how to help themselves. When the people need a hero, they can be the heroes themselves. However, I can finally share my own definition with you. The definition of a paragon is 3 simple letters. It's NBT.
Thank you, Molly. And finally, okay. Come on down, Ethan.
Yeah!
And Lauren.
Yeah, Lauren!
Thanks, Molly.
You're welcome.
All right. Thanks, Mr. D.
Well, another day, another coming-of-age speech. Let's
Yes.
do this.
All right, hello everyone. We'll try to be brief as in these trying times, we may only have 42 precious days left of TikTok. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Lauren Cole, co-president of FSDF.
And I'm Ethan Gasset, also co-president, but some of you may know me better as the standard metric of social distancing at AVM.
I can't believe it's been over 4 months since I've seen you all. I hope you're all staying healthy and entertained, though if any group knows how to entertain themselves, a group of choir kids is probably pretty high on the list. But nothing less, we've missed you. When the two of us joined FSTF 4 years ago, I don't think either of us expected the end of our season to look like this. But this group still managed to make it my favorite year yet. Let me take you down memory lane. FSTF's show choir journey started when we walked through the Collins Center doors for the first time during camp week. I remember the energy in the room the first day when we learned the songs in our set. Like what they were gonna be. For a whole week, we made name tags, conditioned to compete, dressed up for Spirit Days, and embarked on our first mini set of the year with a Dear Evan Hansen medley and September. Personally, my favorite day of the week was Dress Like Your Director Day, where you could obviously tell who was dressed as who based off of whether they had exercise leggings, a tight tank top, or a bald cap. From that first week, based on our energy and our sound, I could tell this group would be special. We also made a lot of friends along the way, from Miss Ottinger, who taught us killer choreo to come alive for cabaret, and then vanished immediately after, to David Murga, who all of BTV simped for, to Jeff, who made us, and by all of us, I mean Brian Gasset, do push-ups whenever we bent our knees.
After cabaret, we took on our competition set and proceeded to stress about it for months, squeezing in the finishing touches days before Mill City. Once we jumped into competition season, we grew exponentially. After getting 6th at Mill City, we came in with a fighting attitude and a desire to be the best. And then we started our climb. Everyone remembers Becky infamously telling Charles, "You got 4th," one competition after Central Mass. We adopted an attitude that asserted us above other groups, and we placed ourselves solidly as the 4th best group in the circuit. Kicking off each week was a blast, I can say, starting with a fiery speech after attendance and a unanimous attitude that we could face any group with confidence and give them a run for their money. We wasted no time perpetually climbing and proving to others that we were a force of nature. As your presidents, we could not be any more proud of what this group has achieved this year. Despite all that, I know that this season ended on a bittersweet note, especially for the seniors. We missed the last 2 competitions of our season, one of which being our home show, everyone's favorite day of the year. Lauren and I took the time to reflect on everyone on the group this year and everyone what we achieved, and also over the past few years, and we are floored. The couple of competitions that we missed out on is nothing in comparison to all that we accomplished as FSTF. This 2019 to 2020 group in particular is special for many reasons, especially the senior class. Here's a list of our accolades.
All right, first of all, not to make this about us, but this year marks the first pair of FSTF co-presidents to make it to the banquet. If you know, you know.
Our bus driver got lost on the way back from Connecticut Classic and somehow went through Rhode Island.
All right, the seniors also had the opportunity to experience a themed set, a story set, and a no-theme set during our time in show choir. We explored completely unrelated topics like horror, Greek myths, and love together. Through Freak Show, Icarus, Happy Dance, and Love Wins, we got an elite and diverse set of shows.
The seniors are the first group to have Mr. D for all 4 years.
We also went on a national trip 2 years in a row. We experienced 2 of the coolest cities in the country together and made finals both times. To be fair, everyone made finals in New York, but we didn't get last place, so I consider that a win.
Last. Every year, without fail, we asked the hosts at Shepherd Hill if we were allowed to fornicate.
Okay. Last year, when people lost their homes due to the gas explosions, we performed at a shelter in Lawrence and made them smile. This is one of the things we did that made me most proud. We gave back to our community in a time when people needed the moral boost the most.
We performed for the Jay Leno, and we shook his hand.
We held 2 full virtual cabarets during a global pandemic. I thought these very special events would have been canceled, but due to Trent and the Spirit team, we had 2 nights to remember, including extra special shout-outs from some of our favorite people. The man got Eric Whittaker, for God's sake.
That was pretty cool. We were nominated for Best Vocals at the New England Show Choir Awards.
Yeah! Our jumpsuits, which caused a few tears the first day we put them on, and Gail, ended up winning awards and compliments from every clinician we had. Lenny even wanted us to give him one. Thanks, Mr. H!
We had National Treasure, Job Fork.
And one of our most impressive feats, as we mentioned earlier, was pulling together 2 songs in our set right before Mill City. I checked the dates of the teaching videos, and we didn't clean the opener or finish the boy-girl number until after winter break. I'm so proud of us for pulling all that together, and we killed it at Mill City.
And lastly, from start to finish, we beat every group except for what people define as the big 3, music, unlimited, vibe, and fantasy. So congratulations on that.
But praising us is not the point we're trying to make. If you think about a lot of these successes, the main theme of them is they started as struggles, finding a way to make new leadership work, letting go of the stigma that we'll never be better than other groups, and working to make ourselves look and feel confident, and the most relevant one today, experiencing scary and unprecedented times. We turned struggles into opportunities for success and growth time and again by exhibiting hard work, collaboration, and creativity. I'll always remember our last rehearsal before we knew anything about school and show choir getting canceled for the rest of the year. Despite knowing about COVID and that groups were canceling on us left and right, because Mr. D was in his office making phone calls, we still watched our CTC performance and found ways to improve it. We met with our family groups and made jokes as we wrote critiques on the whiteboard, especially about bingo night. Despite the darkness looming, we came together and had the best final day imaginable. In that moment, we were truly a family, and that's what this group is supposed to be above all else. Remember that feeling.
Going into next year, you're going to need that grit now more than ever. Follow your student leaders, your directors, and your hearts, and I promise that the year will hold for you exactly what you want it to. Don't be afraid to lead yourselves too. We won't be here to do it for you. You've experienced firsthand the power of mastering your attitude, believing in yourself, and working hard at your craft, and doing your best all the time. And I'm able to say that the future of this group is in good hands. Your hands.
We know we have already overstayed our welcome, as presidents usually step down after the banquet in May, so consider this our final words to you as your presidents. We can't wait to come back next year and see all that this talented group accomplishes. I know that despite what struggles you face, you all have the capability to be brilliant, to surpass even the best groups if you work together and persist.
I suppose this is what parents feel like when they have to send their kids off to college, but like parents, we know that you can all take care of each other and you can take care of yourselves, and that it's time for the next generation to step up and face the challenges and adventures of the future.
And before we go, one last time for the road, we're gonna do it 3 times. All right, ready? From start
to finish.
From start
to finish.
From start
to finish.
Thank you, guys.
We get it everywhere, Mr. D.
All right, it's my turn now. I know, right? Got to do everything with a flourish. So I'm gonna make this I'm gonna try to do this quickly because we have our achievement awards, and then we also have the CD awards for the seniors. And I think in the interest of time, we'll probably, with the CD awards, try to just get the seniors that are here because we're pushing up against the time, and we still have a slideshow to watch. Just the thing about, for those of you who are getting a rise and your parents are coming, I forgot what he was gonna say. Oh, make sure your parents text you when you arrive. We want to try not to just have a mass of people leave. We want to try to leave in an orderly fashion. So if you could tell your parents through text to text you when they are here, and then we can try to get you out in an orderly fashion. Does that make sense? Except for Addison, because her mom's here, so I'm gonna sit right there. All right, so let me get started. What I will do is I will put any award on this table right here, and then if you want to come up, you can just grab it and just wave at each other. Got it? Okay.
I was promised a high five at graduation. I'm never gonna do that.
So the first 2 awards are actually for people who are not here, but we want to mention them anyways. The AVM Band Award goes to Mr. Declan Scully, who was our only student this year, and but I think he'll be back next year on the saxophone. So thank you, Declan, for all you give to our program. And our crew award goes to Paulina Xafaris for all the work she did this year. So thank you, Paulina. The next award is for the Spirit Award. I don't really think I need to tell you who is going to get the Spirit Awards. We actually have 2 this year. And these go to people who've, 2 students who really have kind of transformed and elevated the Spirit Committee this year, and have kind of set the bar for the program as it moves forward. So Mr. Trent Bonus and Miss Sophia Analfo. Thank you, guys. We have 2 Most Improved Awards. These awards, again, and these are awards that the directors kind of share and put their input in. So we try to pick two students who are new to the program and who really kind of grew exponentially and really did an amazing job during their first year in this program. And so the Most Improved Award goes to Mr. Jack Smith and Miss Georgia Bouchard.
Thank you, Mr. D.
Thank you. So this award goes to 2 students who have an outstanding commitment to our program. This can show up in many different ways. One of these students did an amazing job after every performance of writing a litany of shout-outs in a Facebook post. And they're always epic, and we're always waiting for them. And I think you even got, you got stuff when you didn't do it in time, right? Like people were like calling you out, yeah. So I know it's tough. So Mr. Charles Hoffman and Miss Larissa Cardine are outstanding commitment awards. So for every group, we have an MVP. For those of you who play sports, that stands for most valuable player, but in show choir, that's most valuable performer. And so, I know, right? Turn a freeze. So we have one for each group. For the Back to Basics group, our MVP award goes this year to Seth Marciano.
That's two, baby.
For nothing but treble, our most valuable performer award goes to Kajari Boyd. And our last most valuable player, performer, award goes, actually this works on both levels because she plays the piano too, so it works on 2 levels. But this young lady also makes tracks and helps us all the time, constantly throughout. And has already spent 4 years in the program, so she's gonna be the first 5-year. Is it Zephyr? It's Zephyr. Congratulations, Zephyr. The last 2 awards that we have this afternoon are what we call our Above and Beyond awards. These usually go to students who put in a lot of extra time, and we have a lot of students who do that, but there are some who go even further, hence Above and Beyond. This first student not only performed in 2 groups, but also helped with costumes and designing and organizing and figuring the costumes out for the year. So our first Director's Award Above and Beyond goes to Mr. Jack Moocher. The next Above and Beyond award again goes to a young lady who not only was a dance captain, but always was there saying, what can I do? Helped move the band on and off the stage, pretty much was there to help anytime something needed to be done. So Miss Addison Baldwin.
Thank you.
Okay, so those of you who know, when I first took over the program 4 years ago, Mr. Mercer had this history of doing a paper plate award for all the seniors in his program, and I like the idea, but I'm not a paper plate guy, and I'm also not I don't draw very well. It's all stick figures. Luke draws better than I do. But I came up with this idea of doing a CD award, and CD is my initials, Chris Desjardins. I know. But also, it is a piece of dead technology now that we have, and have lots of, these are all blank CDs. I mean, you may have them, but a lot of people stream now, right? Yeah. So technically it's, and Charles is an audiophile, so you're still into the records. I know, it's fine. So it is really good. So what I've done in the years is kind of, these awards, I try to make them as personal as I can to each of the students. We had almost about 30 seniors this year. It was one of the biggest groups of seniors that we had, and it just shows how much the program has grown, but also how much the program keeps students in the fold, which is really important. And those of you who are juniors and sophomores and freshmen, you know the legacy that is being left for you, and you know hopefully that we will always have you here, but we want to keep building that program. So so that's where these CDs come from. And like I said, I want to try and do the people who are here because we're running short on time. So thanks, Ethan. So the first CD award goes to a young lady who, as a performer, a lot of us have to work through many difficult things to be a performer on stage, and some of us have to work through more things. And this young lady as a performer has done an amazing job since I've known her, and she has grown exponentially. But I also recognize the strength and courage that she needs to even do her craft. And it has always amazed me, and I wish I was half as courageous as she was. And so the Courage Award goes to Miss Alexa Frenny. Thank you. And seniors, you're welcome to do with these what you will, but you at least get a flashy reflector and a lanyard out of the CD award. So. All right, the next award goes to a young man who, if there was like an anthology of phrase definitions, the show choir hype definition would have a picture of Ethan Gassé next to it. So the show choir hype award goes to Mr. Ethan Gassé. I'm not wrong.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Can you put it on me?
This guy.
That's too close.
Thank you, Mr. D.
You just clip it on your shirt if you want.
Oh, I like that.
There you go. This next student has already gotten kind of a mom award, but that's because she's kind of like the mom of the group, and she always is caring about where people are and what they're going through, and is there for them. So Miss Chloe Hanrahan, Mom Award. This young lady, I always just for some reason am drawn to her performance in the last song, and for some reason it just always captivates me how she always does an amazing job, and it's kind of a interesting juxtaposition because she's a little bit more mild-mannered in class most of the time. So Han Duong gets the Hot Blood Award. Some students have national accreditation in show choir and are always in the front of national show choir camps. And so the Put Me Up Front Award goes to Mr. Joe Baforga. Lauren Jeffrey's not here, right? No. Okay. Lauren Cole, though, is. Usually I pick one student from every senior class that is the I Am Show Choir Award, but Lauren is also I Am Show Choir and musical theater because she knows things on both. And if you hadn't noticed, most H blocks, Lauren would be down in my room watching show choir sets or musical theater sets or singing show choir sets or singing musical theater sets. So this is your award, Lauren.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So we used to play a game in choir, concert choir, chamber choir. Sometimes we have like the day after a performance, and the game usually is that opposing teams have to pick a name or a word, and the other team has to sing a song with that word in it. And there's one student who was a master at this game, not only in choosing words, but in also finding words, finding songs that are so obscure that no one had even heard of them, but that had the words in them. So the Music Encyclopedia Award goes to Miss Solace Lockhart.
Except when you made me sit out because I was too.
I know you were too. This next young lady up as a performer always inspired me and was always amazing to watch as a performer and as a singer. And I could always tell that she would always sing from her soul. And I titled this Sing for Your Soul Award. And I know that kind of sounds a little bit like The Devil Went Down to Georgia kind of a thing. But really, every time I saw her audition or every time I saw her sing, I could tell she was doing it from her soul. And so, Louisa Malliers, you get the Sing from Your Soul Award. So again, I'm kind of repeating awards that already happened this year, but this young lady was known as someone who would call me out on things, but also give me not side shade, but direct shade. And so the straight shade award goes to Miss Kat Shee.
Do you want me to get it for you?
She apparently needs help getting up.
I'm turning 19.
Oh, I know, 19.
I can't. Oh my god, there's a bug.
Parents, we feel it, right? 19, just downhill from there. It's downhill from there. Next week, AARP is gonna call you. Anya, are you, is Danya Srikanth here? No, okay. Thank you. Every year I try to, if we do have a student who most emulates Miss Kennedy, I always give them the Miss Kennedy Award. And again, this is someone who, an award that goes to somebody who's like jack of all trades, see a need, fill a need, always there to help, but also seems to like know a lot about everything, and knows it fairly well. So this year the Beth Kennedy Award goes to Miss Addison Baldwin.
Hey, Miss K, if you're watching.
She's not, we couldn't stream it, but she'll see that as a recording, so. This next award goes to a young lady who, no matter what time of day it is, no matter what day of the week it is, no matter whether it's raining or sunny or things are going great or things are going horribly, horribly wrong, this young lady always has a smile on her face and always comes into the room with a great attitude and just kind of a positive outlook. And so the Miss Congeniality Award goes to Miss Katie Benjamin. You're welcome, thank you. Oh, yes. This performer, I know that, I guess they're here. This next performer, I've actually known the student a lot longer than 4 years. Unfortunately for her, and she's always been an amazing student. Again, very kind of mild-mannered and very kind of reserved out in public, but as soon as she gets on stage, as soon as she performs, you would have no idea, and is an amazing performer. And so the This Is My Stage Award goes to Chloe Colby. You're finally rid of me now. I'm not following you to college. Another one of our students who really goes above and beyond and is there to help no matter what, and just kind of there to pick up the pieces, partially because her mom's helping with costumes, so she's there anyways, but still loves to help out and whenever she can. The Above and Beyond Award goes to Miss Bridget Daggett. So I think this young man is going to have a bright future, and we hope that he continues to use his powers for good, especially if ever he becomes POTUS. So, that's an acronym for President of the United States. So the future POTUS Award goes to Mr. Trent DeBonis. And to follow that up, we have another young lady who was one amazing president within our organization, but also no matter what I said or had questions or needed help with doing, she was like, got it, done. And Margaret Gould gets the Madam President Award. Still gotta break that glass ceiling. Almost there. This next young lady is someone, again, who really not only has an amazingly positive attitude, but is kind of what I see as like the heart and soul of the program, and what I hope that this program means for students, but also as someone who really cares about the program, the people in it, and where we go in the future. And so the Heart and Soul Award goes to Miss Molly Graw. Did I miss anyone? Seniors, speak now for roller rubies. No? All right. So before we're going to show, we have a quick little slideshow that we're going to show here in a second. I again just want to thank the parents who helped organize this. I want to help, yeah, we can. And I also want to thank all the parents who spent countless hours doing costumes, helping out with sets, helping run different things throughout the year. And not only are students talented and supportive and also buying into this whole concept of our tribe, but the parents also do as well. So thank you, parents. And a big thank you to the creative team, Ms. Kennedy, Ms. Bickford, Mr. Hernandez, and Steffi, and Ed for all the work that they do for us this year too. We cannot do anything that we do without them. Actually, I think why don't we have you talk and do your thank yous, and then I know people are kind of getting ready to go, so I'll put the slideshow on as people are leaving. But last thing I want to say is to the seniors, thank you for all that you guys have done. You've handled a global pandemic much better than I think anybody thought you would. I knew you would be able to handle it because I know what I throw at you on a weekly basis. But I know that all of you have handled it really well, and it's been an inspiration to work with you all. And you don't get a pass on Nescus, so y'all have to come back next time we have Nescus, and you have to help out, and we'll try to figure out something for you guys. Yeah. All right. Yes, Kat?
Can I do awards?
Can you do? No, you can't do awards. That's me and Mr. H's thing.
Can I do something?
We'll talk. We'll talk. So I want to thank you guys all for an amazing year and just being able to handle a very difficult situation with poise. And I know that some of you are worried or concerned about next year. We'll figure it out. That's what we do. We see a need, we fill a need, and just because we might not be able to meet in person does not mean we won't be able to do what we love. So for those of you who are going on, I so wish you all the best. Do not be strangers. I would challenge you to find ways to, be involved musically in college and beyond. And, you're always welcome. You're home. You have a home in Andover. I came back after 20 years, so you guys are welcome to come back, all right? All right, thank you. Mrs. Gasson?
All right, I'm going to make this short and sweet, but I want to thank you guys all for being here. If I get coronavirus from you. We won't. As I was serving food down there, and I could hear all of you talking and laughing, this is why we made this happen today. And I want to thank the board and the banquet committee for making this happen, because it's been an amazing experience. And as I look out and you guys have your masks on and you're following all the rules that we kept hammering at you, I'm really proud of you guys, and I'm glad that we can celebrate with you. I want to give a huge shout out first to the Hoffmans for letting us invade their backyard today and set up. And we have a plant for you right here as a gesture of your kindness and letting us use your space. We have a few parents on the board that are retiring out. They're now becoming alumni of the program after all of their years of service. And I want to begin by thanking Eileen and Dennis Forg. They have been a huge support of the program. A lot of what we have and what we're able to do is because of their dedication and their support, and we have a thank you for them. And I also want to thank Ann Graw. She is our outgoing AVMA president. She will probably never forget the Nescus afternoon I tricked her into becoming president. And I've been happy to serve as her VP for 2 years. And since she's moving on, it means I have to move up into her spot, and I will try to fill her shoes. They're big, and she's done a great job for the program, and we thank you so much, Ann. And then before we start the slideshow, I want to thank Katie Benjamin for making all of the amazing posters that you see around. She volunteered to do something and we gave her this job and she pulled it together in less than 24 hours, so amazing. She's going to be an amazing graphic designer someday. All right, so without further ado, Chris is going to begin the slideshow. Thank you guys. And if you need to leave, if your parents are here and you do need to go, we will put the slideshow on Facebook and share it with you guys. Otherwise, you're welcome to stay.